What's up, Guardians? Profane here. Thanks for checking out the video. Even though the Shattered Throne and its associated exotic, the Wishendar, have been out for a number of years now, some new changes are about to be made to the Wishendar's exotic quest. Bungie finally decided that it was time to remove those unnecessary tokens and make this quest less complicated. So today we're breaking down what these changes are and how you'll be able to get the Wishendar exotic bow as of Season 22 in Destiny 2 Lightfall. The Wishendar is an outstanding exotic bow, and with its quest becoming more easily completable, this is an exotic that's more than worth the time in getting. You will need the Forsaken pack so that you will have access to the Shattered Throne dungeon. The quest for the Wishendar is provided after the first boss within the Shattered Throne dungeon itself. I'll try to cover each of the sections that you'll encounter within this dungeon with as much detail as possible, but if you need a more thorough walkthrough, I will leave a link to a separate video in the description below. After defeating the Taken Ogre boss, you'll have to commune with the statue of Sejur Ido. This is when you'll receive the Wishendar quest, titled Awoken Talisman. This will require you to defeat 3 separate mini-bosses, named Querim, Eriviks, and Xavoth. You'll now need to leave the Shattered Throne and restart from the beginning, and the next time that you go through, you'll be completing specific mechanics to be able to summon the 3 separate mini-bosses. The first boss, Querim, will be found in the Labyrinth, the first section of the Shattered Throne. You will need to summon this set of Taken Minotaur before completing the mechanics of the Labyrinth itself. To summon Querim, you will need to retrieve the orb from the top left wing of this area and deposit it into the adjacent rooftop, where the open-handed statue awaits. Once the orb has been deposited into the statue, the set of Minotaurs will spawn on the rooftop. After they've been defeated, you can complete the mechanics of the Labyrinth by defeating the enemies that spawn in at each of the 6 different locations. I'll leave a map as an overlay here on the video to help guide you through the Labyrinth. The second mini-boss, Eriviks, is located within the descent, and to summon him, you will need to complete a series of mechanics. But to start, you'll have to cross through a heavy sniper gauntlet. A bow like Luminarch, along with sniper resistance, would be clutch to use here. Taking spec mods on your legendary weapons would also be a smart idea. Once you've cleared the sniper alley, you'll head to a large room with several exposed crossbeams. It's here that you'll need to collect another orb from the pillar where the first ogre spawns in. I would recommend clearing out as many ogres as possible before you begin transporting the orb. A sword or strand grapple can help you maneuver through this area. You need to deposit the orb on the far right side of the room into another open-handed statue. I find it best to use the platforms on the wall to cross through a little bit more easily. Once you've deposited, you need to stay alive because there's a second orb that needs to be handled. After crossing the remaining beams and making your way through the doorway, you'll be in the Thrallway, where there will be a room to your immediate right. Within the room is the second orb. Grab the orb and get out of there. Taken Thrall will continuously chase you while you're in this area. You'll need to get to the end of this long maze so that you can dunk this orb into the next open-handed statue. It's best if you just ignore all of the ads. Continue to move through without engaging with any of the enemies. Once you get to the drop-off, you'll find the next statue on the right side. Once this orb has been dunked, a door will open into Eriviks' chamber. You will now need to enter this newly opened room and fight off Thrall until Eriviks spawns in. Defeat Eriviks and you'll just have one more boss to slay to complete this quest. Xavoth is located in that first ogre boss room and will need to be summoned while you're fighting that boss. To say the least, this is going to get hectic, but if you focus on each mechanic independently, you will be fine. The encounter starts by dropping the main boss into the center of the room, followed by 4 nasty taken witches. These will get spawned in across the room, with rank and file enemies to protect them. Defeating these witches drop petitioner's marks, and you need 4 of them to break the big boss's shields. There is a countdown once you start picking these up, but it will be refreshed when you pick up another petitioner's mark. Rotate around the room, kill all the witches, collect the marks, dunk the marks, but before you start to unload DPS onto that big boss, turn your sexy ass right around and knock out that invisible ogre that just spawned in at the backside of the room. Once he's down, a new orb will spawn in, and you'll need to deposit it into the final open-handed statue. This is going to summon in Xavoth, but at the same time it will most likely end your damage phase with the main boss. So now you'll need to rinse and repeat the process of collecting petitioner's marks once again. But before you do, go ahead and defeat Xavoth so that the third objective within the Awoken Talisman quest will be completed. This way, if you do happen to die while you're trying to defeat the main boss, you'll still have the objective for this exotic quest done. What you'll now need to do is speak with the statue of Sejur Ido, who gave you the quest originally. So once you've defeated the main ogre boss, the doorway will open up, allowing you to commune with the statue. After listening to some brief audio logs, you'll be given the Wishender exotic bow. This is a much simpler method to complete this quest, as it eliminates the necessity of holding on to tokens within your quest log and running the risk of those getting lost within your postmaster. With that being said, bugs and glitches can still occur, so if you continue to encounter issues with this quest, then be sure to let us know in the comments down below, and let me know what your thoughts on the other changes that Bungie's bringing to Destiny 2 are. Thank you as always for checking out the video. If you enjoyed and found it helpful, then be sure to hit that like button below, along with the subscribe button if you're new. Both are greatly appreciated, and both really do help support the channel. And until next time, Guardians, this has been Profane, wishing you all some happy hunting.